It's dark and spooky. There we go. Now we can see with my brand new lights and my Mickey Mouse headphones. I don't have my seatbelt on because I gotta go open my own gate. My ranch girl wife is not going with me, so she gets to sleep in. And it's 5 a.m. which dawn is it's 5:06. I also have a gate on the lock. A lock on the gate with the chain so I can lock in my wife. Again, it's 5:09 right now, and we're going hunting. There's my bright lights, my brand new bright lights. Anyway, I said I was gonna tell you about my fasting. And again, everything that I do, don't do it. Do your own research. Make sure it's good for you. Consult your physician. I'm in there somewhere. You can't see me, but I'm here. Let me see. Let me adjust me. Maybe right there. Right there. I see me. But it's kind of dark in here. Check it out. Ah, my God. So anyway, I read that it was good to take a cold shower, especially in the morning. I asked Copilot. Copilot is my buddy. So I asked him if it was a good idea to take a cold shower after working out, and he said definitely. But it's also good in the morning to wake you up because it's like drinking 4 cups of coffee and it'll last longer than the effect of caffeine in your body. So I started doing it November 15th. Today is December 28th, I think. I don't even know my days. So far I like it. I missed 4 days out of almost a month and a half, so which is good. 3 of those days I was hunting, and the other one I just went hunting, but I was at home. The 3 days together I was out where there was no water, no toilets, no nothing. So that was kind of a good reason. Not an excuse, but a good reason. So fasting. Also I learned somewhere that fasting was really good for you. I saw a couple of guys that went under doctor supervision, 2 brothers. And I should look for that video and link it in one of my videos so you guys could watch it. They go 21 days on water only. So, and they go to an island because the water is supposed to be fresher and purer, and there is less distractions. They still had a phone and da-da-da-da. But they did 21 days under doctor supervision. Long story longer, now they're coaches for the people doing that fasting. But I said, I am not gonna do no 21 days. So I looked into it some more. Some people do intermediate fasting. I decided to do fasting for 24 hours once a week because if you don't eat for 24 hours, your body starts using all the reserves that it kept behind, or that your body kept. So my wife decided to do it, but then this Thursday we were doing it on Wednesday, but then I decided to do it on Friday because Fast Friday. I just like how that rhymed. Excuse me. So we did it this Thursday. I forgot, and I had some cookies that my friend Mark Gomez, my neighbor, gave us for Christmas. So I had some cookies at about 7 p.m. and I forgot that it was Fast Friday. My Fast Friday diet starts on Thursday at 4. I ate my last meal, and I don't eat anything solid until water and you're not gonna die. I haven't died, but I chose to do anything but solid. Like I can have a tea, I can have a coffee, I can have my healthy coffee that there is a link in the description of this video. I can do my LiveGood products, my vitamins. I can do everything except steak and beans and rice and anything that I have to chew. If I can put it into my water container and swallow it without chewing it, I do that. So yesterday I was feeling kind of a headache at night, a little bit, slight headache. So I decided to go to sleep early, 11, which is early for me. And then this morning at 3:30 a.m. I couldn't sleep no more. So I got up, took my cold shower, brushed my teeth, and I asked my wife, would you mind if I go hunting? And she says, cool. So I decided to go hunting. So there you go. If you want to fast, cold water plunges, whatever it is that you think it's healthy for you, the thing is your body the boss of your mind, or your mind the boss of your body? And whatever answer you come up with, you're right. If you say that I cannot take a cold shower for the life of me, you're right. If you say I cannot do that fasting, you are crazy. I cannot do it, you are right. And if you say I will do it, I can do it, or I cannot do it, whatever you say, you're right. Always you are right. I keep missing the button. Hey, sign of life. This is actually a new gas station that we got here in town, which is pretty nice. And now we're gonna go south or left on I-35. I have 88 miles of fuel left, so I don't know if I want to stop and put gas. I always like to go like 2.5 hours before dawn to my shooting blind and wait for an hour before dawn for my deer to come out. And I'm looking for a big deer. I don't want to shoot a small doe or the somebody's mama. If I see a doe that is with the baby, whether it is a boy or a girl, or a deer or a doe, I don't even know the terms. I won't shoot her. Now if she's by herself and I need meat for my tamales, that's another story. But today I am looking for a big deer. There is not many in the area, so I may come back with nothing, but we'll see. And we have an emergency vehicle up ahead, so I'm gonna record pass through it. Always when you see flashing lights, pull to the left. Actually, that's a sheriff. That's a sheriff or something. And you're supposed to slow down 20 miles per hour. And whenever you get pulled over, never ever ever pull to the left. So you always sirens and lights, but pull to the right. The speed limit is 75 over here. Once you go out to West Texas, it's 80, and when you're in the city, it goes down to 65, 55 on the highway. So keep an eye out for the signs, especially close to the holidays, because they are looking for impaired drivers. Try not to do a lot of sightseeing, because I'm guilty of that. Yes, here I am somewhere. I'm always looking for properties to buy, properties to clean, deer on the side of the road, just sightseeing instead of concentrating on my driving. Very, very, very bad for me. So it's to have fill it up, because if you don't, your vehicle does not use most of the gas. If it goes like on the sides of the walls of the tank, and it evaporates in there, which is, it's probably a myth. It's probably something that somebody came up with that don't make no sense, but it just doesn't feel as bad when you put half a tank of gas than when you go to empty and then you gotta fill it, and then it's like $60, $50, $60. So we're gonna put some gas. If I could remember where the entrance to this place is at. I see it. And I'm not gonna get any coffee here because I'm cutting it short. I want to sit for at least an hour. I don't want to blame my being late on the deer not coming in on the big buck that I'm looking for. My very own loves. I always use the first pump in case it doesn't work. I can move to the next one. Maybe I should clean my window so you guys can see. Of course, the pump didn't work, so I gotta move up to the next one and try it. I had a quarter of a tank of gas and I put $34.64. Little trick that I like to do, so don't steal my credit card because then you would know, is if you steal it then I'll report it. But the trick is I always finish my transactions on fuel on the last number is the last number of the year. So I have like 3 more days to end up my transactions in 4, and then I'll start ending them in 5. So when I review my statement, I know exactly if it's my transaction at a gas station, because sometimes the gas stations don't show the name. Sometimes they own there's like 3 different gas stations owned by the same company. So just a little trick. And again, 263, 264 was the price of regular gas. Can't beat it. We have it at a good price over here because we produce gas over here. We make it. Now, how do I get back on my highway? There's my little arrow. Maybe I should take my brights off and not bug the people in front of me. Another little trick that I use when I drive away from my city is that whatever the speed limit is, I don't know if you could see it right there, it's 75. I set my cruise control at 78. Now when the speed limit is 80 that I go out west, where do I think I set my cruise control at? Well, 78. Why? Because I heard somewhere, again, these are things that I heard and they made sense. They may not be true, but I do them and they work for me. Everything is what you make out of it, and thoughts are things. So when you go over 80 miles per hour in a vehicle, it starts using, or should I say wasting, more gas because you're going so fast. So if you stay under 80, it's a different level of fuel that your vehicle is going to use. Again, believe it or not, that's what I do, that's what I like to do, and it works for me, and I'm happy. So I'm at 78 miles per hour right there on a 75.